So ever since I got my desktop PC and created a dual monitor setup, I didn't have any speakers, but my desk also isn't wide enough to support standard speakers, so I looked into getting a small and compact soundbar. And with a quick search on Amazon, this is like one of the first things that come up for around $40. So from my experience, Redragon usually provides decent value for money, especially with their budget products. So I thought maybe this soundbar can do the same. Now I've had this soundbar for basically about a month now, so here are my thoughts. So the speaker has a plastic body with a plastic front mesh. This whole thing is basically a plastic construction. The bottom of the speakers has a foam pad pretty much all across, which is meant to provide a little bit more friction to prevent it from sliding on the desk. It would have been a lot more effective if they used something like rubber, since this foam isn't really doing much to prevent it from sliding on a desk. It has RGB lights on the front, of course, which make it look really nice. And it basically only has one cable. Now this cable is later separated into two ends. One is the USB and one is the standard 3.5mm audio jack. Now the USB is solely used for powering this thing on, so you won't actually get audio just by plugging in the USB. You do have to plug in that audio jack, but that's also one of the main selling points with this soundbar for me, is that it's only powered by a USB. So you don't have to use another plug on your power outlet strip. This thing is entirely powered by a USB, so you can just power this thing straight from your laptop or your computer. The front volume knob has a nice spun metal finish to it, but it only lights up in red. What I like about it is that there's a little bit of feedback when turning, so you can feel the individual volume levels as you go. So currently it's on, as you can see, but to turn it off, it's pretty simple. All you do is just turn it all the way to the left, and now you can see all the lights are off. Now with the soundbar, you won't have any physical buttons. There's only a touch sensor here, which is the Redragon logo, and this is actually what you use to tap to change the colors of the RGB, like so. And you even have the option to turn off the RGBs if you wish, but the RGBs look cool, of course. Why would you want to turn this off? So I'm just going to turn that back on. So now let's get into the sound. I want to start off by saying that this soundbar gets extremely loud, which is very impressive for a small compact speaker like this one. If you have the Windows volume maxed out on your computer, a comfortable listening level is only when the volume knob is slightly turned above the off position. Like even right here, it's already plenty loud. Now when you start turning the knob all the way to the 12 o'clock position or more, this is like extremely loud, and it's almost too loud for me. I almost never turn it this high, but still it's very impressive for such a small device. And if you like listening to stuff at loud volumes, or you have a party at your house or something, you can definitely crank this up and get plenty of volume. Here I have Witcher 3 playing, and with the Windows volume all the way to the max, even right here, when it's only a little bit above the off position, it's already like a normal, plenty loud for playing volume. I'm gonna go up here. It goes super loud.
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into the area, 2 days ride from.
No loitering round here!
Yeah, it's so loud. So yeah, this just shows you how loud this little speaker can get. It's actually really, really impressive. Now this thing can get loud, but how is the sound quality? It's slightly above average. The most common thing that most people care about is, of course, bass, right? And this definitely lacks bass. Even as a person who doesn't like overpowering bass and prefers balanced sound in all of my headphones and earphones, I even find the bass very lacking on these. The sound also sounds very dynamically flat, and it almost sounds kind of mono, like it's not even a stereo speaker unless you listen very carefully. Now luckily, even though it's lacking in bass, it's still relatively clear in the upper frequencies, although it's not that detailed. Since I mainly purchased the speaker to save space on my desk, and I at least wanted just to have some sound coming out of my PC when I'm playing games or watching YouTube videos, this thing gets the job done for me, since sound quality was pretty low on my priority list when I was making this purchase. But if you really want to listen to music or get immersed in audio, I would definitely use a pair of headphones for that. Now, I would say if you do have the space on your desk, I would probably still recommend that you get some kind of regular speakers with a subwoofer. Even my MacBook Pro speakers, for example, sound way better than this GS560. So yeah guys, that's my quick review on this Redragon GS560 soundbar. I think the aesthetic with having a soundbar, especially one with RGB, is one of the biggest selling points of this speaker. However, if you want to actually get something for sound quality or you want to get immersed in the audio, I would definitely look into probably picking something else up, because this is very bare bones, I would say. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.